YouTube, this is Jerome North Kentucky Preparedness. So yesterday I started a video series talking about food rationing and victory gardens in World War II. And I talked about how the U.S. government had encouraged people during the First and Second World War about raising their own crops. And in the First World War, I think it was 5 million people in the United States had supplemented their own food from gardening. And in the Second World War, I think it was about 20 million. They had pushed it a lot more. It was about 20 million people had supplemented their own food. And it was up to about 40% of the food in a household on average would come from their own growing, their own raising of crops and vegetables and stuff, and to the point where the president, his wife actually had planted a garden at the White House. I guess she didn't actually tend to her own garden, but she had actually had him plant a garden to help the war effort. And this is to help the war effort throughout, basically, so people, so the troops would have more supplies, and most of those resources could go to those troops instead of. Most of those resources for different things could go to the troops and such, and other countries also. Here, talking about sugar and sugar rationing. Sugar rationing. and how some of the food was actually going to different countries like France and Italy, and how we're supplementing them from basically limiting our resources to help other countries and give them food rationing, food. Just like sugar. I guess salt would probably be one of those things also. They probably rationed. What would be another thing? Meats, canned vegetables and such. I'm not sure as much as food as much as fresh fruit and vegetables, but I know canned vegetables and fruit from that last one I showed here. That they eliminated it, and these people would get ration cards. I guess it would be by the person in each family that they would get ration cards for, and and actually limiting to 2 pounds of sugar per person and that's in the family. And I think that's a lot. I think that's a lot, but my question would be like stores like or businesses like bakers and such. You know, how would they how would they be able to survive something like this? And I'm not sure exactly, because it would almost be like almost having to barter or trade for to be able to get sugar to bake cookies or flour and stuff like that. So, and I haven't really found out exactly how they did that or how they went about that. Another thing is, what was I going to say? It's I can't remember what I was going to say, but how businesses survived. Oh, I was going to say one thing they did also was they actually put ceiling prices, because there was 52 different boards that they picked regionally for each region throughout the United States. That basically controlled the rationing for people, and they looked at the prices and such for what the ceiling prices would be, so businesses could not jack up prices crazy like sorry jack up prices crazy like. So I guess tell me what your thoughts are on that. Thanks for watching. This is Jerome, North Duck Preparedness. Bye.